Welcome back to day 9 of the drive-in challenge, exploitation challenge for April. 2 films, both Critters films. First is Critters 3. You are what they eat. Now this one is another basically excuse to have a bunch of furry animals running around terrorizing people, but it's probably its claim to fame is you have a really young Leonardo DiCaprio in this one. He looks like he weighs 60, 70 pounds. Maybe he's like 12. I don't know. He's just, if it's not his first film, it's one of his first films. The critters at this point are terrorizing an apartment building in LA and driving all the inhabitants up on the roof. And we get a bunch of different special effects and things like that. It's pretty entertaining. Nothing huge. The director is a girl named Christine Peterson, who really didn't do very much. I think she only had like 5 screen credits. This has a making of and interviews with the producer, screenwriter. It's interesting, though, that I don't see where they even talk to the director in this one, which kind of tells you a lot. This is a New Line. I think New Line at that point was trying to find really cheap director for hire type. They just didn't want to spend the money on quality, well-established directors, it appears to me anyway. 1991. One thing you need to know about this Critters box set, it's expensive, but I think it's worth it. I'm not a big fan of these films, but I'm glad I bought the box set. So I would say particularly if you like the first 2 films, you like the Gremlins type movies, and you like these, and really the box set's a no-brainer purchase. Great picture quality, great sound quality, so I do recommend the box set. I did finish it up with Critters 4. Critters 4 is probably the weakest. By the way, I rate the third film 6.5 out of 10. Critters 4, Critters in Space, isn't it inevitable whenever we get enough sequels in a film franchise that we got to do something in space? You got Leprechaun in space, you got Jason Goes in space. I mean, it seems like it's inevitable that you're going to get a space movie when these sequels kind of run out of ideas, and really they'd run out of ideas by the third film. This one is directed from 1992 by Rupert Harvey, and this is his only screen credit. Rupert Harvey. This stars Terrence Mann. Brad Dourif is probably the main reason to watch the film. Martine Beswick is in this as well. This time you've got a lot of the focus of these films is on not even so much the critters, but the bounty hunters, the outer space bounty hunters, which they're kind of cool. The bounty hunters are trying to obliterate and eliminate the critters. They've come to Earth in the first 2 films and in the third film, and now they're chasing the critters all throughout space, which is basically a space station. The critter eggs are on a space station, and you've got the guys trying to obliterate them, with Brad Dourif being menacing as usual. He was great in this. I still only give this about a 5.5 out of 10. I think you could tell the storyline, it's a worn out storyline. There's just not much you can do with these guys. They're cute, but after the third film, I think it's really worn out its welcome at this point. Once again, I mean, relatively sparse in the special features. I consider sparse no commentary track. You do have a making of and some interviews, but that's about it. So yeah, this is Critters 4, 5.5 out of 10. So that's going to do it for the Critters box set and for day 9, and I appreciate you watching. Thanks.